Hello there YouTube, I'm going to be doing a quick video on the basics of Ultrabeat. I got this request from one of my viewers. I can't remember who it was at the moment, but I remember them telling me to sort of show the basics of that plugin. So for the tutorial's sake, you don't have to open up any composition presets or anything. We can just start with an empty project, but you can go electronic or hip-hop. It applies the same for any preset you do. So except when you open electronic or hip hop, it opens actual kits ready for you. So we'll just go with empty project for now. Alright, so when you're prompted to enter a number of instruments, you just click 1 and create. And for some reason it always opens up the EVP 88 or 88 like piano thing. We don't want that, so what you want to do is go down to IO, Ultrabeat drum synth, and then the most important part is multi-output 8 stereo by 8 mono. I'll show you what that means later. Okay, so you open up Ultrabeat, and let's say we're making an electro song, I guess. Or, yeah, 127. Something like that. Dead Mouse is always at 127. So what you want to do is just go around and cycle through the kits until you find something you like. And to do that, you click the media tab and go to drum kits, and you can go all the way, check through these, or you can go to default and then drum kits, and you can click this way. I like looking at this way because you don't have to open the menu every time. So to play the notes, you can either hit them here, it's a little bit loud, hit them here, or you can open up a little keyboard. So this is not what we want at the moment, so we can just cycle through the kits, and I'll come back when I find the one I'm looking for. Alright, so after looking around for a while, I found the kit I was looking for. It's just one example of a bunch of different kits you can use. Personally, I don't really like the kicks and snares that they have in Logic, but they do have lots of cool like high register stuff like hi-hats and shakers and congas and crashes. Like, they have lots of good stuff there, but for the most part, in my opinion, the kicks and snares and claps aren't my favorite, but they do, there is some good ones in there. So I spent a little time looking. This was the best one I could find at the moment. So you want to go for the Paris House Remix Kit. Then you click that, and what you want to do if you want to get to the drum map is just click full view right there, and then you get this drum map, and you turn it on by pressing the power button for the sequencer, and you press play. Let me just make sure the volume is good. So this is pretty much what the drum map looks like. What you do is here you can control the volume on this little blue bar. You have to make sure you click it right on. So that's what that is. Right here you have a mute and solo, and here you have pan. So that's what that is. And if you want to just write in a note, you just click where you want it. Alright, I think that's good enough for now. This is just a very basic tutorial of the Ultrabeat, so we'll come up with a basic beat for now. If you have a part of the drum kit that's sort of moving around your ears and you don't want that, a little trick is to go to the whole editor, the sample editor, and click off the LFO, because a lot of times the LFO will be sort of like a stereo LFO, so it shifts around your ears at a certain rate. So if you press the power button, it won't do that. So if you want to turn that off, that feature off on the sample, you can do that. I haven't really dived into this section of the Ultrabeat that much, but if you want me to, I'll learn about it and I'll make a separate video, or you can check out some videos explaining this that I found to be helpful. So this is just the basics. So the first problem I had when I started using Logic was I had no idea how to get this onto my project. And to do that, it ended up being pretty simple. You just grab this little pattern bar and you drag it down, like so, and then you just place it where you want. And then you can open up your piano roll and then change the notes in the piano roll as well. So let's quickly listen to what it sounds like again. So you can change the velocity. One way to change the velocity in Ultrabeat is if you have, say, your closed hi-hat, you see these little lines, that's the velocity. So the higher the line, the higher the velocity. So if you have a really quiet one or a really low one, that means it's hit with less force. So you can hear it has a little bit of like expression to it. That's a good way to add some realism to your drums, is to play with velocity, sort of have every other one be a little bit harder and have like a little bit of variety, because if not, it just sounds like a robot. Electronic music, even though it seems like that would be the way to go, is actually, you have to be very expressive with your drums. Not with the snare that much or the kick that much, but hi-hats and all other types of percussion are surprisingly expressive in electronic music. So the trick I was going to show you, after you drag your pattern into your work area, what we did at the beginning when we went to multi-output, that lets you apply different settings to different drum parts. So say for instance you want your clap to have a lot of reverb. What you want to do is you want to go to the output right here and then go down to a mono channel. The channels that are mono are 17 through 24, and the ones that have two numbers are stereo. So you choose any one. Let's just choose 17. And what that does is when you open your mixer and you see your drum kit, you hit Command 2 to open your mixer. You see your drum kit, you see that little plus sign. So you just hit the plus until you see your snare show up. Let's put this on loop. So get the mixer. So now you see that our clap that we had shows up right here. And what this lets you do is this lets you, instead of applying reverb to your entire project or your entire Ultrabeat plugin, putting reverb on everything, you can put reverb just on your clap. That's the basis of, or that's why you do multi-output. So you can apply certain settings to specific drums. Yeah, that's pretty much the reason for that feature. So if I went into explaining sort of a lot about drum mixing, it would be a much longer video. So if you have any questions, make sure you leave them down below. Any follow-up questions, I can make a more advanced video, but this is just the basics. So if you know a lot about Ultrabeat already, I'll have some more videos coming soon that aren't just sort of basic tutorials that are a little bit more involved. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. The newcomers to Logic who are seeing this video, I hope you stick with it and never give up, because it can get very frustrating trying to learn with this program. So yeah, hope this helps. I hope you enjoyed the video. Message me if you have any questions. Leave comments down below with any questions or concerns or anything, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.